Good day, all traders and investors. This is Total Investor, and on this YouTube investment channel, what we do is that we provide trading and investment opportunities in stocks, commodities, and cryptos using technical analysis. Okay, that's what I've been doing for many months now, and hopefully many of you have taken opportunities to make money in stocks primarily. Today, I'm going to show you another indicator that I just came across, and I'm not going to tell you, really go into how it's calculated or anything like that. I just want to keep it as simple as possible because all you got to do is watch the green buy signal and the red sell signal to make a decision. Okay, so it's going to be as easy as possible. Okay, obviously, nothing is ever going to be 100%. It has its weakness, and that is if it's in a tight range and you get, whipsawed back and forth, buy and sell, you're not going to get a profitable signal. However, on the big moves, you will make a lot of money. And on down moves, if you're out, you can save yourself a lot of money on these. And I'm going to show you half a dozen graphs or charts, and you can see for yourself how it worked. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 cryptos and the rest will be stocks because I'm assuming that that's probably what most of you are going to be trading or investing in. Okay, again, keep in mind, please, what I say is really for educational purposes and should not be thought of as financial advice. You should know that already. Secondly, watch this video right to the very end because I will give you one stock that I think has just given that buy signal, and it's, I think that there's a lot of opportunity involved that we could be seeing with this one stock. Okay, but let's start off with the first chart, and that is Cardano. Again, I can't make it any easier than this. I have green buy signals and red sells. Okay, by the way, this is a 6-month chart, and I'm using Heikin-Ashi candles here. You can use anything you want. You can use bar charts, candlesticks, anything. They will still get the buy signal here. Okay, again, once we get in a tight trading range, you get misleading indicators or buy and sell signals. You got to buy, sell, so it's back and forth. Finally, before the breakout, we got our buy here at around 25 cents on Cardano, rode it all the way up, more than a double here, and we got our sell signal at around 55 cents. So that's more than a double in what, 2.5 months. That is not bad. Now, of course, considering that with the cryptos, you can leverage them, 5 to 1, 10 to 1. I've even seen places that are like 100 to 1. Not saying that I would ever recommend that, but there is a lot of opportunity to make money with crypto. Okay, but this gave us our sell signal here. We could have then picked it up for a little bit lower, probably about 5 cents lower, not much, but the last signal here around 52 cents. Right now, we're at 73. Okay, so there's like what, 50% increase in just over a month. So it has worked very well with Cardano. That's our first chart. Boeing, okay, going way back to August, we had a correction in the stock. It was a sell at around 235, and you would have avoided, what's that, about $45. Gave a false buy signal, and then came down, so you would have lost about 15 bucks on that one. But it quickly corrected itself with another buy here, just below 190. And you would have rode that up all the way up to around 260. Okay, so it's a huge move percentage-wise in the stock. But if you had traded the options on Boeing in those 2-month period, you could have probably made like 10x your money, maybe on 20x, depending on, of course, which option you got into, the strike price, how far out, and so on. Okay, so that's where a lot of money can be made in the options on these stocks. But getting out here in the upper 250s, it saved you about $50 in losses. Okay, now we still haven't gotten the last buy signal as of yet. Still a sell that could come any day. Who knows? Okay, but a huge move in the stock to make money on the buy signal, and it saved us a huge loss on the downside after the sell. Okay, so that was Boeing. Next, another crypto, Ethereum. The first buy was that October 16th, so mid-October. Rode it all the way up from, was that 1600, give or take. Rode that up to around mid-December, so just about 2 months at just above 2200. That was a good, profitable a trade. The next buy signal around here, around 2400. Just over a month later, we got a sell. Not much of a profit on that one, but now our last one, just in early February, we've got the last buy signal below 2400, and we've ridden all of that all the way up $1,000 per coin here. Okay, that is a very nice percentage move in just 1 month. Again, with the crypto, you can always leverage it depending on how you're trading it, and you could have made a lot more than just what was that, 1,000? No, that's about 40%. Okay, if you're just buying it outright with leverage, depends on how much leverage you're using. Okay, next stock, Royal Caribbean, RCL. Gave a sell here back in mid-August, around just above 100. You would have avoided around a $20 loss, drop in the stock. Gave its next buy signal here, low 80s. Rode it all the way up to around 125. Okay, so that is more than a 50% gain in 1-2 months. 50%, 2 months in the stock. Okay, if you had bought options on Royal Caribbean Cruises, how much money would you have made on that? Well, that depends on, of course, the strike price, how far out you're going, the premium, and so on. There's no reason why you could not have made 10x your money, maybe even 20x your money. Okay, so this is somewhat similar to Boeing. Okay, so we get our sell, and of course, that helped a little bit temporarily. Then it got a buy, and unfortunately a sell. So this was one of those very rare small losses, but at least it prevented us from losing a lot more when it bottomed out here at around the lower 113 maybe, give or take. And then we got our buy signal. So it's about 1 week old, this particular buy signal. We're up a little bit, but up nonetheless. Okay, but again, I want to point out to you, this is what happens when you get a breakout, and this is where this particular indicator does very well when you got a breakout. Okay, if we have a downtrend line down here that is not drawn, obviously, and it breaks out, that's when you want to take this buy signal. Okay, lots of money to be made on a breakout. Okay, so didn't make money on Royal Caribbean. That's good. Next one is Root. Going back to September, October, again, as I mentioned to you before, this indicator does not work very well when you got these tight ranges and it just goes back and forth with the buy and sell. But finally on this last one here, when we get a breakout, it gave its an initial buy at around 8. If you had waited for, say, a breakout around 12, look at where it's at right now. We're now at $39 on Root. Okay, so if you go in from the original at around 8 to 39, we're almost at 5 times your money in, what's that, 2 weeks? If you had waited for a breakout, okay, it's a triple. Still phenomenal, okay? And it called it. Okay, I don't know if there's any options on Root or how liquid they are. I don't care. I'd be happy with just the stock itself. Okay, so it's worked very well on breakouts. Does not work very well with tight ranges where it just bounces back and forth and you get whipsawed. Okay. Next, super micro computer, SMCL. Again, same pattern. Back and forth in a tight range. Does not give good signals. However, once we get the breakout, and assuming you got in at, say, $400 right over here, where is it right now? It jumped over 1,000, so that was like 2.5, but now we're at 898 or 905, sorry. More than a double in what? Just over a month. Not bad. And the options, astronomical returns. On the blog, I posted which Options, you could have made a ton of money. I think it was like over 100x on. There was a certain option that I indicated. You can check the blog. You could have made like over 100 times your money on that one. Okay, but just in the stock itself, where else are you going to get that kind of move? Okay, it seldom happens. You want to find something that gets it before the breakout. That's what happened here. Okay, Soundhound, S-O-U-N, similar pattern. They're in somewhat related industries here. Last buy signal here at around $2. Jumped all the way up to 8. That's a 4x your money. We're now at around 609. It's a 3x right now if you still haven't gone out. And you'd still be in here. 3x your money. Not bad in just a couple of weeks. Okay. Finally, the stock that has the indicators worked quite well with this one too. Buying, that's a profitable trade. This one, probably a break even on that one, but we finally got a buy signal on Friday for Sigma Lithium Corp. Okay, it has been beaten down, but if you would have just held the stock, say from the upper 30s, rode all the way down, look at how much money you would have lost. But using this indicator, you would have made money. 1, 2. Okay, this one we'll call it even. So while everybody else is losing money, you would have made money on the same stock within the same period of time. Okay, now how high does it go from here? I don't know. We have to wait and see, but that is our buy signal. Okay, Sigma Lithium Corp, and you could even trade this one on. This is on the Nasdaq, but you can also get it on Toronto for the Canadians. Okay, similar looking pattern, just in Canadian dollars. So that is the indicator. I am going to call this, because I have no idea what else I can call it, the Total Investor Trading Indicator, or TITI, TT. Okay, for lack of a better name. Please, if you like this particular video, this particular indicator, what it can do to you or do for you, please subscribe to this channel. It is an absolute must, because if you don't, YouTube will not notify you when I post another video. Okay, I hope to be posting videos more often, and I will be using this particular indicator. I don't want to say exclusively, but much more often than I have in the past. Okay, that way you can get the buy signals when they happen. Okay, so subscribe, big thumbs up, a comment down below, and if you really want to do me a favor, go out there and post it on social media, whether it's Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Go out there, let everybody know, and let's start making some money here. Okay, so having said that, I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.